guys, welcome back to the Power Play on WDSR Radio. I am joined again, this time with Chris and our lovely friend Jake, who is going to give you his wonderful rant session tonight. So what do you got for us this week, Jake?
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jake here, and I'm going to be going over the 5 for fighting, which I am giving to Russia and all the Russian people this week. The reason that I'm going to give it to Russia is because, as we covered earlier, the USA versus Russia hockey game was a spectacular game, won in a shootout thanks to hero of the country, TJ Oshie. Well, apparently, demonstrators gathered in Moscow on Monday morning outside the U.S. Embassy with signs and wielding cheese graters saying, "Make soap out of the ref." Protesters were grating soap into buckets. Apparently, they didn't really like this call. It was all sparked by the major reason that they thought was because the ref was American and not Russian. So the Russian media was freaking out. We have here the rule, which the IIHF rule 471A5 says if the goal is displaced from normal position or the frame of the goal is not completely flat on the ice, then it is a disallowed goal. Obviously, everybody saw the replay. Everybody knows that the corner of the net was off. It was not flush with the ice, which means it was a disallowed goal. Most of the Russian media was showing pictures of Jonathan Quick encircling his hand and showing him pushing the net off. That was in their country's most popular newspaper.
And what's the name of the newspaper, Jake?
You know, I can't even really pronounce it. It's Komsomolovka Pravda. It's the country's most popular newspaper. It carried a picture of U.S. goalie Jonathan Quick with a red circle drawn over his hand, and it appears that he is pushing one goalpost backwards. Beneath, the headline says, "An American referee and the Puppet International Federation deprived us of a deserved victory." Basically, all of the Russian media is freaking out. The supervisor for the officials of the International Ice Hockey Federation confirmed and sided with the referee, saying that the call that he made was correct. President Vladimir Putin told Russian state agencies that even if the judge was wrong, we mustn't stick labels on anybody. We can't forget that sport takes courage, but also luck. Apparently, Putin, luck was not on your side. So today's 5 for fighting goes out to the Russians for rioting over a call that the officials got correct.
Did you see, you're going to have to excuse me because I don't remember exactly who the player was, played for Russia, plays on the Kings with Johnny Quick, was the one that basically called him out in the media regarding the fact that he's basically, the brunt of what he was saying is that he knows how Quick plays, he knows what he's like, and that is something he would do, and what the player actually believes what happened, what he actually did, that he knocked the net off himself.
I actually didn't see that comment made, but it just goes back to what you guys were saying in an earlier segment. According to all these players, and that comment basically sums up exactly what we were thinking, winning an Olympic medal is much more prestigious than anything that they do in the NHL. When it comes down to winning things for their country and national pride, it seems like these players would much rather have that Olympic medal with the risk of being hurt for the NHL and winning a Stanley Cup.
Especially seeing that it looks like that their country's probably going to go into debt like most other Olympics have. I don't think I can see Sochi using those facilities in the next 20 years, similar to the ones which they have in, is it Serbia? Whether they had the Winter Olympics in the mid-70s, I know was used as an abandoned, was used for protection during the war.
Yeah, I think it was the '84 Olympics. I actually just saw the pictures from that today. It's there's all the abandoned ski slopes, the abandoned American headquarters where they stayed, and the luge and bobsledding tracks were completely abandoned and covered in graffiti. Yeah.
Jake, would we like to apologize to anyone's family this week for perhaps speculating on their father and beloved husband being stabbed.
Hey, speculation is speculation. I made no promises that was confirmed at all. That was all speculation. Turns out he's supposedly alive, which I'm glad for his sake he is alive. I don't wish death on anybody. But maybe that makes me seem a little less shaky on how the Russians are doing, but not very much so. They're still doing a pretty poor job compared to some other Olympic sites.
We would like to thank Mrs. Avadev for writing into us to inform us that he actually is alive. It's very, very nice of her, and to know that WDSR is all the way out in Sochi, Russia. It's great news for us. I know that Twitter must be blowing up right now.
Oh, of course. Our Twitter page. Oh, we got so many hits on that.
And you can follow us at the Powerplay 14.
Everyone have a good week. Keep track of those games. Let's see if our predictions or some of our predictions pay off in a week. Good luck to the US women's team in their gold medal match. I know I'm rooting for Australia. All the Australians out there, our one and only hope of winning a gold medal is tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., so please stay tuned to the NBC.
All right. Thanks for another great night, guys. We'll be back next Monday at 8 to talk more about the Olympic hockey and what's coming up in the NHL after the Olympic break. So everybody have a good week. Watch all the games. Have a lot of fun. And we'll see you next Monday.